Some heroes are game changer, and by upgrading these heroes, you're going to get the best results in Age of Empire Mobile. And this is going to be the point of this video. I'm going to talk about the heroes that are game changer and basically the upgrade of these heroes. I think everybody are familiar with the importance of upgrading the hero. Basically is giving more power of your heroes. It can be upgrading the skills, it can be upgrading a gear, everything that have level 2 in one hero is something that you have to think twice before you actually go for it. And the main reason is just the resources are limited. Skill points are limited, the gear are limited. By limited, I mean you have to farm to actually get those currency that is going to help you upgrade your heroes. So let's start from there, which heroes you want to prioritize. And one of the ways you can actually know that is just by picking the troop. Based on the troop, you're going to know which heroes is going to be your main target, main, let's say, investment in Age of Empire Mobile. Now, currently I'm for Swordsman. From first look, the Swordsman is not something wow. I mean, they have the biggest defense in the game, and they have the lowest attack in the game. But in same time, I decided to go with this hero since you actually need this type of heroes, this type of troops on the battlefield. Now, most of the people most likely are going to go for marksmans, or some go for cavalry since they have pretty decent attack. Marksmans are having the biggest attack in Age of Empire Mobile. So this is one of the troops. Just select one troop. So far people are talking about pikemen are the best troop in the game. It is mostly based on the heroes, the counterattack, Leonidas and blah blah blah. But in general I pick the swordsman. And yeah, this is the heroes I'm going to prioritize, and I'm going to go for upgrading. The second thing is the heroes in general have different spells and different way of play. For example, Miyamoto is just pure damage. As if you see, his spell is doing 3 targets with decent amount of damage. Also reduce the skill damage. This is increasing the survivability, and in same time is doing pretty decent percentage. But keep in mind that the percentage that Miyamoto are doing is based on the troop that have the lowest attack in Age of Empire Mobile. And I can give you one more other example that is going to be Leonidas. This bad boy is mostly for the counter attack. Now this is the commander skill. The commander skill is also very good, hitting 3 enemies with some extra, but here we also have this counter attack. So the bad boy is hitting 3 targets, and in the same time is just doing a good amount of counter attack. And yeah, just by picking the right hero you want to focus is something. And the skill synergy is the second topic I want to talk about. Since you pick one hero, okay, for example, you decide to go for Leonidas, but you have to actually build a synergy around this hero. And by synergy, I mean the other 2 heroes somehow support your main hero. Since sometimes the heroes are different, there is one good, very good heroes, there is not that good heroes. And maybe I can give example as a swordsman main. Miyamoto, the support here I want to give to him is for the signature skill, where deals 1 instance of my damage and has some percentage to let the hero with the highest might cast the signature active spell. And if I combine him with Tibuhuana, which is going to execute the signature skill, this is going to increase the activational chance of the commander signature active skill by some percentage. So you see how the synergy starts slowly get built between these two heroes. Now I'm not going to talk about military speciality. I think if you watch my videos so far, you definitely know that by building your team, you have to keep in count that some heroes have military speciality, that's warrior, tactician, marshals, and you have to combine these heroes together and to get the best benefits. Also, the troops, this one is a swordsman. This is the thing I think people already know by a lot, but skill synergy is something extremely important in Age of Empire mobile. The other thing is upgrading the right skill. Here comes the thing with upgrading the right skill is it strongly depends. Maybe I'm going to go with some hero that I didn't actually pick. Is when you go in the more skill, you're going to be presented with the two normal skills, which most of the times, to be honest, are very good. This one is some epic skills, and most of the times, like 90% from the time, it's a good skill. Now, by leveling the SWOT, by going here and click the upgrade, you're going to level up the SWOT. So if you pick some legendary skill, it's going to be level 2 and you place it on this place. To upgrade the skill is from here with the screws. For the people who don't know, but yeah, I think the skills is something that is very important, and you have to pick the right skills. Like, for example, here we have Priceless, Bloodthirst, Judgment, King's Blade. I'm making series for each of the hero, for each of hero, which spells are the best one in my opinion for the specific hero. So I think I already have like a couple of videos about some heroes. So if you find your hero there, you can get at least a second opinion over the skills and which one um, you should actually pick from there. The other thing is from the talents what you have to prioritize. Now, of course, everybody know by starting this big circles is the main focus, and of course the first thing is strange numbers, so you can have this extra 30% boosting your troops. I think these people already know that, but it depends also is your hero might one, is if you want to go for siege. There is a lot of things, but in general, for each hero, maybe this is going to be something like general advice for all the heroes. Think where you want to use this hero. Is this going to be a offensive open field? Is this going to be defensive open field? Is this going to be, for example, your garrison in your castle? Is this going to be a rally leader? Think about where you want to use this hero, and this is going to help you by a lot by picking the right stats here. So far for this hero I actually go with some armor, with might. This thing I cannot actually skip, but they're very good, and I level up her till I get range in numbers. Again, this is something extremely important in Age of Empires mobile. Now the cost of upgrades and what resources are what resources you need in general. I think one of the bottlenecks is the skill points. I have so much skill points because currently I don't focus over specific heroes, and the main reason is we're going to go in KVK, so I want to be presented with all of the heroes I can use before the KVK start, and like this I can get the best heroes. Since, for example, Trubihuana is a hero that just come I think today from the legendary advent. Before that this hero was not here with Hannibal. Before that the hero was not here. So before the KVK start I want to have all the heroes on the line and actually decide, should I go for this specific trio or legion and to improve their skills. This is the main reason I actually have that many. Of course there is heroes that I already spent to level up some skills, but in general, skill points should be used very, very smart. Also, the ranks you actually go. Now, if your hero are extremely good and you're a free to play player, and how to say it, you don't spend that much, or you spend very well. If you're like me, I mean, um, I spent to level 3 if the hero is very good, and maybe somewhere in the future, since Miyamoto is a hero that you can only get it from the VIP chest, but I have heroes that are not only from the VIP chest, and this is Muan. She's also 3-star, but here I can actually use universal tokens to rank up, and you have to be careful with these resources because those resources are hard to get. Now you can go in the explorational missions and get some extra tokens. As you can see here, I'm going to be able, I don't know if you can actually see. Let me check it out. All right. This is a gold token here. So yeah, it's so hard to collect these things, and I think people should be careful where they spend their currency. Now, which hero is worth upgrading first? This is also one of the questions that I see a lot, and I can say that is depend if you spend something on the game or not. And the main reason is depend what kind of heroes you're going to have. Since this thing is from the day one, I actually have this. What is this, Imperial Gory, where I can go either for Muan or I can go for Leonidas. So if I spend and get the Muan, I you can focus over the Muan. Now, so far, the first 3 heroes, Miyamoto, Muan, and Leonidas, are extremely, I can even say, the best heroes at the beginning. So this is one of the heroes you can actually go and try to invest in. Now, if you don't have this type of heroes, you can focus over some other heroes that are at some point easy to get. For example, King Derek is easy to get. You just go on the event and you're going to receive some stuffs. You can focus over Josephine. Josephine is a hybrid hero. She is a marksman and also swordsman. So this give you the opportunity to be more flexible. And this is basically your starting hero. So for sure you're going to have Josephine. And depend what you're working in the tavern. Now, so far, I'm not quite sure I was so lucky here. I mean, 3.5k skill points. Oh, this is a good thing, but yeah, you get the idea. It depends what kind of heroes you already have, or in general, what kind of troop you want to focus first in Age of Empire. Um, Age of Empire. Now, about the event based heroes, is there heroes for the event? I think your main hero troop is going to do perfectly in these cases for the events. Of course, it depends at some point what kind of event is presented um, in Age of Empire Mobile. But in general, Miyamoto is doing perfect work for me. And most of the times it's something like kill tribes around the world. I'm with Japanese, and they have attack against tribes in the world 10%. So let's say I have one idea more, is one idea more easy for me just by picking the Japanese civilization. Now, hero abilities and special skills. The key abilities that change the battle for me personally is depending where is the battle. If this battle is one-on-one, for example, you try to catch some legions around the map with your cavalry or whatever kind of troops, or there is a mass melee. And in mass melee, I think AoE heroes like Miyamoto, like Leonidas is going to get pretty decent advantage since they're hitting like 3 legions. On other side, I think Muan for single target. I just giving this example with these 3 heroes. I think Muan for a single target is going to be pure killer. So yeah, it strongly depends on the content. Sieging or rally or open field, a single one-on-one, multiple against one, strongly depend on the cases. But I think most of the people can actually pick the right hero. I mean, AoE for mass melee. Now, rarity and upgrades. I at some point, at some point, most of the people are thinking that specific hero, if it's extremely rare to be get it, most likely it's extremely valuable. Now, in 95% from these cases, this is correct. That is absolutely true. But there is a small percentage where you have a hero that is easy to get and is extremely valuable. By easy to get, I mean, for example, from the tavern. Even though that here is not that easy, you have like 0.05% to get. Guan Ui is extremely valuable hero, for example. Toyomoti, Hideyoshi. I mean, there's heroes that you can get from here and are extremely valuable. There is heroes that can come from the spin, legendary advent. I mean, there is a lot of places also these heroes here that you can actually um, buy them with money. Also, Miyamoto from the VIP. It's just like this. I mean, the rarity, yeah, is important because every game is like this, but there is still heroes that you can actually focus that are extremely valuable and is not with that higher rarity. Upgrading every hero for me is not worth it, and one of the things, the only heroes that I actually go for and upgrade is my gathering heroes. Here I go for level 10, increase the gathering speed resources, because the gathering is going to be with huge priority even if you finish your building and researches. Since people are like right now are looking, oh my god, I need so millions and millions um, for making this research, or I need for the building. That's correct, but at some point you're going to hit a moment where either the research is going to be so much time that, for example, 10 days. In these 10 days, you're going to gather a lot of resources. Let's be honest. And it's not like the next one is going to be, the next research or building is going to be more expensive, but in same time, it's going to be also more time. So, but something that people actually forget is in war times, you have to heal troops. And boy, I was healing some troops, and this cost a lot. This cost a lot, and you have to be prepared, especially in the war times. When you go right now, I'm going to check it out. Uh, how much do I have? Can I speed up? Okay, I'm going to just do a quick use and get this one. Now I can heal some troops right now. It's like 1.23k troops, and you're going to see this is basically nothing here. It's basically nothing, but still 37k food. That's a lot for 1.2k troops. So you have to keep in mind over the gathering that this also is going to happen to you. It's not only research and building speed and training, it's going to be also healing if you participate in the fights. So yeah, this is one of the things I also want to mention in this video. So I'm not going to make this video longer. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I'm going to be happy to help you if I can. Like, subscribe, join as a member if you want, and see you in the next video.